Hello and welcome to pack 4 stage 36. We're cracking on with this build tonight. The red Routemaster, the Routemaster from Agora Models. Absolutely brilliant. The red Routemaster, the London Transport Routemaster. We're going to be on with that issue tonight of stage 36. So yeah, and thank you to my companion Horlicks. Thanks for passing the baton to me tonight, and what an excellent show. So if you missed the Horlicks' thank you show and his mod show, after my show, please head over there and see Horlicks' show, and what a cracking show it was. And there's going to be lots and lots and lots more mods that's going to come out on this bus a bit later on. So, and if you missed all that, and you will have another chance a bit later on to have a look at some of these mods that we're going to be doing to this bus a bit later on when we get on a bit more. So I'm not going to be talking about the weather because to be honest, it's terrible weather here tonight. It's about a force 9 gale outside, and it is quite cold, and I'm sure you don't want to talk about the weather. You want to see what's going to happen with this bus next issue, don't you? So, right. First off, let's go into the chat. So, and we've got some chat. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's have a look at the chat then. First one in the chat is Darth DMC. Good evening, all. Good evening, Darth. Thanks for joining. Come on, chat. Stop sticking. Then we've got Max Mods. Come on. We've got Max Mods. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mark. Thanks for joining. We've got Dave Mac Builds, and good evening, DS Models and Vintage, and good luck with your builds, and good evening to everyone. Hi, Dave Mac Builds. Thanks for joining. And Dave Mac Builds says hi again, Mark. And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Evening, everyone. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining. We've got Verwayne. Hello, all. Hi, Verwayne. Thanks for joining. And then we've got Dave Mac Bill saying, evening, Yorkshire Crafter. Evening, Dave. Evening, thanks for joining. And James, how good luck with your build, Dave. Thank you, Warren. Thanks for joining. Come on, chat. Stop sticking. Goodness me. There we are. Dave Mac Bill says, I'm having on a wedding today, and I got soaked laughing out loud. Goodness me. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, it's usually what is it? There's a saying somewhere around things like that, isn't there? Oh, it's a funeral. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, if it rains on a funeral, then it's God crying, isn't it? Yeah, something like that. So I'm not sure what it means about a wedding. D. Harris says Max Mods and Dave Mac, evening again. Evening. And come on, chat, stop sticking. I don't know what's up in it tonight. So Dave Macbell says evening again, D. So that was at 3 minutes past 8, it says. I think it was a bit more than that. Come on. It's sticking right down there. I don't know what's up with this chat tonight. Anyway, we'll go with it. We'll put a star on I'll put a star on D's comments and then drop that one. Okay, so then we've got, oh goodness me, yeah. It says, DR says your internet glitching. Yeah, it could possibly be. Possibly be. I mean, I've got 10, 11 watching, I think it is, and there isn't much of an internet reception tonight. So for some reason, I know not why. Anyway, we'll crack on regardless. So Horlicks says, hi, DS Models and Vintage and everyone in chat. Hi, Horlicks. Just been watching your show, and it's been absolutely excellent. I really enjoyed it. It was a fabulous tutorial of how to get the Ian Campbell partwork upgrades and your mod all together on the bus, and to get a fabulous light show on your bus and everything. And that is gonna, I've got to do it. I have got to do it. So, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to do it several times as well. So Dear Matt Bill says, hi again, Horlicks, and Crafty Chris, my lovely wife. Hi, everyone. I'm sure I'm not just seeing you all once again tonight. Yes. Yeah, we've all been on one once again tonight, haven't we, somewhere or other. So David Bassett said, evening, Sir Dave, sir, and ding, ding. Ding, ding, David, evening. So, and David Bassett says, hi again to all who were watching Horlicks' live stream. Yes. Brilliant it was, too. I'm going to try and get some new batteries in this in this mouse, I think, because it could be that's the problem. I don't know. It seems to be sticking on my mouse. Right. Okay. Well, let's have a look and see what we're doing then tonight, shall we? So if I add this to the stream and I go full screen and I go on there, then I can scroll. So we've got stage 36, the floor of the driver's cab and the handbrake. The floor of the near side wall of the driver's cab are fixed together, and some of the controls are then fitted in place. And we've got a steering wheel, we've got a steering bar, we've got a steering box, and we've got a gear lever and an indicator. And it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of screws. Now, in my packet, I actually had screws missing. So I've got the DP ones, but the ones are missing. And I've actually had a forward look at this, and an AM screw will fit where the screw was going to go. So, and I think somewhere I have actually got a spare screw. So when I find it, I will use to pop it in, and I'll show you when we come up to that a bit later on. So yeah, a bit complicated really is the steering box. And we'll go through this bit by bit. And we've got the gear lever and the indicator stalk, and then the steering tube that goes onto the driver's floor there, and the gearbox. The driver's gearbox, the steering gearbox rather, and then the steering bar that connects to the steering. So, and there's where the screw goes in. It goes in right in the center of the steering wheel. And as I say, an AM screw actually fits as well. So, and hopefully we'll end up with something like that after we finish building. Okay. And now I've got to go back to where I was. Okay, let's move that from the screen for a minute, and then we'll change the cameras. Did we get any more chatting? Yes, we did. So let's have a look then. Okay, so D. Harris says, evening again, Alex. And Dave McBill says, evening, David Bassett. And David Bassett says, good evening, Dave McBills. And Ian Campbell, hello all. Hi, Ian. Thanks for joining. And we've got David Bassett saying, evening again, Ian Campbell. And Ian Campbell says, I know it, there'll be a live stream on the hour, every hour. Whoop. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've just got so much to do. And yeah, I mean, Alex did say to me, you know, you want to go on at 8. He said there'll only be about half an hour. But having said that, you know, there's a lot to talk about on Horlicks's mod. You know, there is a lot to think about, and it's worthwhile listening to. And you know, for what you get out this mod of your mod and Horlicks's mod, it's absolutely brilliant. It really is. And it just brings the bus alive. It instantly does, at the touch of a button too, you know, without fossicking around in the cab and trying to find the odd switch here, there and everywhere. Once you've done the mod, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So D. Harris says, Ian Campbell, hello stranger, haven't spoken ages, laughing out loud. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Right, okay. I'm gonna change my cameras and see what we can do about this steering, shall we? And come on, mouse. I will have to change my battery at some point in my mouse, but never mind. So let's go cameras then. Okay, cameras. There we go. So what have we got? Well, we've actually got the Partwork Upgrades mat here. So yeah, and it's your mat, Ian. So yeah, and the parts look very good on it as well. So yeah, these are all the parts we're going to be using tonight, and then all the screws. So I'm going to first of all put my screws in the pot. So I've got QM screws, and I've got Horlicks's Mark II yellow printed 3D printed printed screw pot and parts pot. So this is the Mark II version. So I'm just going to pop all these screws on there. So I've got DP screws as well. So QM and DP. Let's put them DP at the back there. So I've actually got some loose screws in here as well, which are like spares, and I've actually got to put them away. So I've been a bit lazy. Me? Lazy? No, yeah. Yeah, and then we've got CM screws, one I can get in the packet, and showing my age now, wearing fingers won't work and things like that. So if you know where I can get some new fingers from, that'll be helpful. And PM screws as well, and they've got the washers on them. So that's the back. Okay, so let me put the PM sticker there. Come on, PM sticker. There we go. And put them in the screw pot. See how far we get. So I have an apology to say to one or two of you that's been private messaging me today. I haven't really had the time to message you back, but I will message you at some point today. Just I've been rather busy indeed. So either and everywhere and doing this, that, and the other. And when I'm driving, I can't always obviously message or anything. And likewise when I'm cooking or whatever. Yeah, I know that some questions have come into the Routemaster thing and what have you, and I haven't really had the time to answer them all, but here I do try. So okay, I'm on Rington's gold tea tonight as well, which is rather nice. So I'll be using the old Hachette instructions from the book, from the manuals that we got, but if you want to go to the download section of Agora Models and download what I've just shown you on the screen a few minutes ago, you'll find, hopefully you'll find the instructions on the download center. So just trying to work out why my ticker isn't going. There we go. So okay, and if you require to buy this particular model, this fantastic model, please get in touch with the lovely people there at agoramodels.com, and that's running along the ticker tape across the bottom here, where you can get that from. So type into your Google search or similar agoramodels.com, and I'm pretty sure you'll pop up with their website, Agora Models, and you'll find all the museum quality kits, and they are very, very reasonable. They do a 12-month subscription, they do a 24-month subscription, and then they do also special offers on bulk builds. And what that means is that at the moment we've got the Routemaster on a bulk build, and so you can purchase it four packs, and they have a special price for that. They've knocked you a lump off for 4 packs, so it's like an accelerated starter of all of the packs. So 4 complete packs, and they are very, very reasonable too. So, and they have lots and lots of other models, and then of course we've got partwork upgrades in the chat tonight, Mr. Ian Campbell. So if you want to private message Ian about any mods that you might want, or that you think that might be useful to the partworks community, I'm pretty sure that he'd be willing to talk to you on whatever mod you was thinking about. So I'm just going to check these 2 screws on here, make sure that I did tighten them up. Yes, I did, and I did put that in and that in. Yes, okay. Right, so goodness me, where's the chat gone now? Let's bring up the chat for a couple of rounds, and then we'll get building. So Ian Campbell says, haha, D Harris, where you been? Yeah. So, and then David Bassett says, we are loving all these live streams and wonderful mods for the Routemaster. Well, that's great, thank you for that. Yeah, all these live streams are taking their toll, I can tell you, because obviously I'm doing three different Routemasters, three completely different Routemasters, two of which are sponsored by Agora Models, and then the open top ones sponsored as okay. Can you still tell me if we are still live, please? We've had some power outage here tonight, so let's hope we are. It says it's still live, and right, okay. So the last comment was David Bassett's, and we're loving all these live streams and wonderful mods for the Routemaster. Thank you ever so much for that, David. And then Ian says that at Horlicks, just Facebook message you, okay. And then Yorkshire Crafter says, oh yeah, Rington's tea, we love it in this house. Yeah, we do too. So D Harris says, evening again, Crafty Chris and Yorkshire Crafter. And then oh, come on, ever so poor connection we've got tonight. I'm sorry about this. Yeah, Yorkshire Crafter says, evening D Harris. Darth DMC says, looks like the stream is glitching again. Yeah, it is. And quick restart, Dave. Yes, I've just done that. And then let me move across a bit. It's a bit awkward. So 11 watching. Come on. So sadly, you have frozen DS models and vintage. Hopefully, I'm back now. So and as the old saying goes, what's the live stream without tech problems? Yes, absolutely. And then Darth DM says I'm back. Thank you, Darth. So and D Harris says sound good. Okay, thank you. And Dave McBill says good evening at Yorkshire Crafter. And okay, all being well, we're back up and running again. Right, let me try and change my camera again. It's lost half my things on the screen, but never mind. We'll try on the camera again. So okay, there's lots more chat coming in at the moment, which is good. Okay, and okay, so Gillian Milne says, evening everyone, sorry I'm late. No, you're not late, Gillian. Thank you for coming. Alex says I'm back, thank you. And Yorkshire Crafter says evening Dave McBills. And Dave McBill says evening Gillian Milnes. And my mouse is doing its biscuit, it really is. DR says good evening Gillian Milne. So okay, so let me have that comment, star it, and then we'll try and change my camera again. Okay, let's try and change the camera. What is it? We was told at school If at first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed again, take your teeth out and then you'll succeed. Okay. Right. So, where was I? Goodness me. Right, let me put my mouse down. Let's see what I can do. I'll try and keep an eye on it, guys, but I've had to turn off every other device that's connected to the internet so I can just get a bit of internet. Just looking across at the hub, and the hub looks all right, but could be anything, couldn't it? Could be absolutely anything. So slap of the old T again, right? Let's go. Okay, so step one. Goodness me. Step one says fit the raised square section of the rocker level 36i into the opening of the gearbox section 36k. Fix the square opening in the steering gear 36h over the raised square section 36i. Fix in place with a PM screw. Okay, so we're going to need one of these steering box sections, and I do believe it will be that one. And then we're going to need the lever here. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit. And we're going to put that in through the back there, I believe. Okay, yes, poke it in through the back. Is that correct? Possibly. Yeah, looks like it could be correct. And then we've got the squared steering gear, and that goes onto the square of that in there. So let's see if it'll connect. Yeah, it does, but not very successfully. Yeah, not very successfully. In fact, it doesn't even turn it. So why did it not turn it? Because it's not got a screw in it, that's why. Okay, so then we've got to put a PM screw in it. So I'm a little bit off camera. Let me try and move the camera across a little without spoiling the view. All right, just keep checking the stream as well. I don't want to be talking to myself. I do enough of that during the day. So PM screw, and we've got to put a screw right in the middle to hold it all together by the looks of it. So this is where we need 3 hands. Put that in there like that. That in there like that. So the teeth are facing upwards. The square, so it fits into the square in there, and then we need to put the screw in, the PM screw, if it will. Could we get it in the first go? I'm not sure. No, I think it's missing at the moment. No, because I've not pushed it far enough in. Get in there, it's a little screw. Okay. I'll push it down. See if it'll hold it in. No. I'm going to need another hand. Come on. Right, let's try it a different way. Pop in there. Pop that in there. Hold it with them fingers there. I have the perfect tool for this, guys. I have a little vise, a little model vise, and I should have brought it out my workshop, but I didn't. It's getting it in the right place. It's getting it in the right place. Then you've got to put your screw in your screwdriver. Come on. And then you've got to put it in, if we can. Oh, we're still alive? Yeah, we're still alive, I think. Let's see if that's entering now. I think it might be. Okay. Yeah. The trials and tribulations of building this model. Wonderful model it is there. Okay, yes, we've got that in nicely. It does turn. Jolly good. Turns all the way around as well. Don't want it too loose, and I don't want it too tight. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll just give it another little nip. There we go. Yeah. Perfectamundo. That's what we're saying here. Okay, so step 2, then take the steering rod shaft 36G and fit it into the gearbox section 36K, and it says ensure the ridges on part 36G fit into the neck of part 36K as indicated by the red dotted lines. The teeth at the end of part 36G should connect with the teeth on part 36H. Fit the second gearbox section 36L so that the part of 36G is enclosed, fixed in place with 3 cm screws as shown. Okay, so we're going to need the gear shaft, which is this one with the cog on the end. Okay, and then the gearbox itself, and then we have to put it into that like that so that it meshes with them cogs inside there. It's a bit difficult to see black on black, but yeah, it does mesh with them cogs. And then we've got to place the top part of the gearbox. Whoops, when the gearbox doesn't fall apart, that is. Mesh with the cogs and put the gearbox top on like so. Okay, come on, over you go. There we go. Let's just give it a little twizzle. Yeah, it does turn that. We'll do when them are tight anyway. Then we've got to put 3 cm screws in as shown. Okay, so cm screws are in that corner. Okay, I wonder if I invented a little thing where that just put the screws into like a block of something that was soft, that didn't pick up onto the screw, and so that they all stood upright, so you just had to put your screwdriver point on them and pick them up. I keep thinking of things like this, guys, I really do. So it won't come to fruition now because I'm not that clever at inventing things. I suppose you could do it with you could do it with a magnetic thing where you could stand the screws up and then just put your screwdriver on top and pick one up. Yeah, so before I tighten these, I'm going to just check. Oh yeah, look, that works. Just twizzle the steering bar. Just get a little bit stiff around there, but it does go. Yeah, it will go. Okay, yeah. So let's tighten them up then, and then we'll try it again. I think the stream's still all right at the moment, but goodness me, technical problems, errors. Yeah, it does work still. Yeah, jolly good. Yeah, it does. Okay, smashing. I suppose you could put a little bit of grease on there as well if you wanted, but from past experience, I don't think we'll need it. Okay, so that's the steering box. So that's stage 2 done. So step 2. Step 3 says fit the socket on the push rod 36J over the peg on the end of part 36I. Fix in place with a QM screw. Do not over tighten. Okay, so that's this bar here. And this bar here needs the rounded edge onto the bottom there of the steering bar, and I would imagine that we're going to look at it from the inside there like that. Okay, so looking at it from the inside going that way like that, I do believe. Yeah, I do believe. Okay, and then we have to put the screw in from this side, don't we? So on the inside. Okay, another 300 thing then. So what's the screw? The screw is a QM. And there's only 2 QM screws. See if we can get it started in there. It pushes right through. So again, you have to be a contortionist. What's a contortionist? Well, somebody like Houdini was a contortionist. Good word that, isn't it? Contortionist. Yeah, contortionist. I remember when I had to be a contortionist when I was cleaning some dryers out in a farm. Terrible job that was. You had to be a contortionist to get in with your little brush to sweep all the dust out and everything. And then you had to be another contortionist to jump in a combine harvester and sweep all that out as well. Yeah, all the little nooks and crannies. Okay, let's just have a test of that then. Is it steering that? Yes, it's steering that. Yeah. Okay. And that'll tell me if it's the right way or the wrong way. I think that's the right way. Let's just have a quick look over leaf. Yeah. I'm not sure now. Looking at that, it's that way. So that's saying it's that way. So yes, that's right. Because it goes that way. Like that. It does. It goes like that, you see. Yeah. I do believe in the instructions. Okay. Right, so step 4 then. Step 4, we've got to fit the hull of the end of the gear lever 36C over the peg on the gear lever housing section of part 36C, as indicated by the blue dotted line. Fit the gear lever cover 36D over the gear lever to hold it in place. Fix it in place with a DP screw. Okay. So we've got our gear lever and indicator unit here. And we have to fix the cover. We have to fix that on there. So we'll turn it upside down. And there is a little pin just there. And we've got the gear stick here. I don't think it matters which way it's up, but we'll put it the posh side up. So put the gear stick on. And just pops on a little plastic bit like that. Okay, and then we've got to put this bit over it to keep it in place. Okay, so I do believe that pops on, and then we've got to put a DP screw right through the center there. So let me try and get with the DP screw loaded. Try and hold that with them fingers. A contortionist, goodness me. Big word for a Friday night. Oops, it fell off. Mr. Grimsdale, it fell off again. Come on, get on there. And can we do this without shaking? Very small parts, very small screws. Black on black, which doesn't help. Oops. Come on, let's get me screw on the screwdriver properly. And then let's get the part on, shall we? Come on. Yes, indeed. Let's get that on there. Let's try and do it without breathing. So everyone hold your breath, and then we'll get it in then, won't we? No, I'm joking, guys. Don't hold your breath. I'd have none of you left watching, would I, if I asked you to hold all your breaths? Goodness me. It's going in. It's nearly there. There we go. So we have a little gear lever that clunk, 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 clunk. First, second, third, fourth, reverse. Okay, it's all there. Right, did I put the screw in wrong way, guys? Not according to the instruction. I didn't. So it's just left a little cap over there, which is a bit strange, isn't it? I didn't notice that on the last build. Yeah. Just going to try and check, see if I can see it anywhere else on the instructions. That's because I think it goes that way. Let's have a look. Does it? So that would go there, that would go there. Yeah. Okay. So the screw is at the top. Okay. I think. A little down. It doesn't actually say, does it? It's not actually, you can't actually see it. I might have put the screw in wrong way there. I can't remember from last time. But I would have said it wouldn't have gone right through there. Anyway, not to worry. I will have a look at that later on. Okay, so what is in instruction step number 5? Well, we're doing a completely different piece now. Instruction step number 5. We've got to take the cab floor. And it says take the driver's cab floor and wall assembly from the previous issue. Fit the end of part 36F into the large hole in part 35A. Okay, this has got a little keyway that fits into here. And you've got to get this the right way around as well. So you've got a fluted end down here, which is quite a small fluted end, and you've got a large fluted end up here. So the small fluted end goes into the floor, and there's a little keyway that it sits into, and so we pop it in there. Okay, and hopefully it'll just push into there nicely. Yes, it does. Jolly good. Okay, what's the next step then? The next step is to get your steering rod, bar, and gearbox. Steering bar, gearbox. And you put the steering rod up there, up the column. Okay, and that pops out at the top. And then we've got some fastenings underneath. Be very careful when you turn it over because you've got your handbrake there. So you may catch your handbrake, which I believe that some of us did on the first one, including myself. So yeah. Up to now, there's not a lot we can say about modding this bit. I was told at one point that this was actually wrong. So the cab floor should be more delved into the cab, not a flat floor. And it's been a long time since I've seen in the cab of a Routemaster. A long time, talking many years. So I can't quite remember on that score. But I'll take their word for it. So we put that on, and then we've got step 6. We take the gearbox assembly from step 3. Fit part 36G into the steering column from beneath the floor, which we've done, and then we fasten it in with 2 CM screws. Okay, the CM screws are there. Oh, I've just noticed something there. In fact, I'm just going to pop that down. There is a rogue screw. Just going to take that out of the pot as well. That's a rogue screw. So I wonder if that was an screw then. The plot thickens. Anyway, right, we've got to take the CM screw times 2 and put them in that steering box just underneath the floor there. We have one I can get on the end of the screwdriver. Goodness me. Okay, let's see if it goes in nicely. Yes, it's going in nicely. Don't take it all the way. Let's get another one in on the other side. Yeah, it's a good job I spotted that. You might not be able to spot that, but I'll just do a little quick comparison with screws. So take this one off the screwdriver. Can you tell that the one on the left is actually shorter than the one on the right? Yeah, and I do believe the threads are different as well. So be very careful of that, guys. And they all came out the same packet. So always It always pays to check your screws, really, because you never know. And who can blame them, really? I mean, the tiny, tiny weeny screws, so getting the odd one mixed up, you've got to forgive them for that. So it was like the time when I was sorting sprouts. What have I got onto sprouts for? I don't know. I used to work at a sprouts factory. Basically, I used to work in the field and then bring the sprouts to the sprout factory on a tractor and trailer. And then we used to sort the sprouts in an afternoon. And then I used to go back to the field and pick up some more sprouts and carry on until about 9 o'clock on a night time when a wagon came to pick it up. And that was from 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and the times that the ladies, there was a few ladies that used to sort the sprouts on like a conveyor belt, and the times that the ladies used to just chuck off a good sprout, if you know what I mean, just by accident more than anything else. So, but that did happen. So yeah. And we sorted thousands upon millions of sprouts. And they all went to London, did the class ones. So, yeah, apart from some that went home with me. I did have permission, of course. So, right, step 8. So, step 8 says take the gear lever assembly from step 4 and fit part 36E over the top of the steering column 36F. Okay. So carefully again, guys, and we're going over the top of the steering column. Okay. Now then, you might be able to see what I've done there. You might not. I'm not sure at the moment. Generally speaking, we've got the indicator stalk to the right. Okay. We've got the gear lever stalk to the left. Okay, which is the proper position. And you'll see that it's actually sat on there nicely. So yeah, that's the proper position in a Routemaster cab, and there is a little photograph in here which does actually show you the real thing. So on the right there, we've got the indicator stalk with the little horn on the end, beep beep, and then we've got the gear sticks on the left there. Okay, so I'll pop that on there, and then what do we do? Well, we do this. Step 9. Step 9 says fit the steering wheel 36A over the end of the steering column 36G, circled in red. Fix in place with an MM screw. Cover the screw head with a cap 36B. Okay. So all we've got left, guys, is the steering wheel, and it has got a square inside, which corresponds with the square on the end of the shaft there. So hopefully you can get it placed on the end of the shaft, and you'll feel it that it is biting. And then we'll have to go for an AM screw. And I'm just going to compare this AM screw to the screw that's come out of that rogue packet, and I do believe they are identical. Yes, they are. So that's an AM screw. So I'm beginning to wonder if the MM screw should be an AM screw. But don't take my word for it, guys. If you're opening your packets and you've got an MM screw, that should be correct. So I'm popping this in to see if it goes in and bites. And I think it hasn't gone in to bite yet, because I don't think I've got it sat right. No, I haven't. Okay. Let me try and take it out again. Try and pop it on the square. It's got to sit on the square. Literally pop into the square. And again, you've got to hold it and push it in so that it sits on the square properly, which I'm not doing at the moment. So let me take it off and see what's stopping it. Wondering if it's this gear shaft that isn't down properly. That maybe is. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, get in there. Okay. So just let me try another screw. Come on. The end of my screwdriver. I'm trying to hold it and get the screw in and what have you. There we go. We're biting in now. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, and then not too tight, of course, because you've got to steer it. Okay. Now you may not be able to see that work because there isn't a great lot of movement on it, but you won't be able to see it because of my hand. So that's it. Go out, go in, go out, go in. Yeah, you won't be able to see it move physically, but it does move the bar underneath. Okay. And if I move the bar underneath, it moves the steering wheel. You can tell. Yep. Okay. So the last thing then is the cap, and theoretically this should have AC written on it on the cap, which it hasn't got. It's just got a silver cap. But never mind. I'm pretty sure that one of you lovely people out there could make a little AC badge just to pop on the steering wheel cap. Very tiny it is too, but it would look good if it had an AC badge on. And a little story that says how used to AC steering wheels and caps I was. A little story from my dad. My dad used to drive very old buses, including very old ACs. And one of the stories he used to tell me was, whilst waiting at lights or something like that, the driver used to take the cap off of the steering wheel, because they used to come off in them days, just they popped off quite easily. And they used to look underneath them. And 9 times out of 10, it said, it was written on the underneath, now put it back, you nosy blighter, or something like that. So, and blow me down if that wasn't right. I used to drive a Leyland Leopard at one time, and I had a cap similar, and it was written exactly the same underneath, apart from it was a swear word. So, now put it back, you nosy so-and-so. So, yeah. Oops. That cap fell off. So that can't be right then, guys. So I was right, or was wrong. Let's have a look. Let's take this off and have a look. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Get my screwdriver in there. Yeah, the cap's come off over the gear stick. Okay. I didn't think it looks right, did I? So let's try and get that undone. Don't come out the thread yet. There we are. So hopefully it'll come off. Yeah, there we are. See if we can get that off again. And see if we can pop this on a little bit different. Yes, indeed. So what's telling me is that this screw is too short that way around. What screw was it? Was it a DP? Yeah, I think it was a DP. Okay, let's put it in the other way around then. So we've got the gear stick on. Let's pop that on. Like that. And let's try and get the screw in from that side. So I'm going to use a new DP. Come on. Come on. I did say at the time that the instructions didn't look right to me, but there you go. Okay. Pop it in there. Can we go in there? And can we get it to go through all 3 of them? Yeah, I think so. It's going. It's going, my friend. It's going. Yes, nice and tight as well. Okay, that's far better. That's far better. There we are. And then we haven't got an ugly screw sticking out the top then, have we? Okay, let's go back again now then. Oh, it is still at the top, but it's at the other side, other way around. No, it isn't. You've got to go that way with that. That's better. It fits better as well, doesn't it? Right. So get that steering wheel on the square and pop the screw back in. And look at that, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. Okay, we've got that in and put the cap on. Look at that, job's a good one. Job's a carrot. Yeah. Steering wheel turns. All turns underneath. Aren't we clever? Yeah, sorted. Right, I think that is it. That is the finished views. So the driver's cab floor and steering column in place. The horn and gear lever are attached to the column. Store carefully to avoid damaging the push rod beneath the floor. Yeah, absolutely. And coming in next issue, which could be tomorrow. I've got several issues to catch up on. So coming in the next issue, which is issue 37, or stage 37 of Pack 4, we'll continue work on the driver's cab. Parts are supplied so that you can fit the foot brake and the accelerator. So that's going to be fun. Probably tomorrow. Okay, and that is it for this build, I do believe. Let me just have a slap it in. I'll come back to chat. So it seems as though we're having a lot of technical issues tonight. Okay, hopefully we're not got technical issues now, and hopefully it's still going all right. So I'll just move my thing out the way, and I'll come back on screen, and then you can see me then, can't you? So not that you want to really, but there we go. So right, okay, let's have a look at the chat. Goodness me, you lot can chat for England, can't you? So Gillian Mills says good evening, Dave McBills. Gillian Mills says evening, D Harris. David Bassett said evening, Gillian Mill. Gillian Mill says evening, David Bassett. Horlick says hi, Gillian Mill. Horlick says looking great at DS Models and Vintage. Thank you very much. Jolly good. Gillian Mills says evening, Horlicks. Gillian Mills says looking good. Thank you, Gillian. And Darth DMC says picture has frozen. Yeah, we're having a lot of that problems tonight, aren't we? Unfortunately. So Darth DMC says unfrozen now. Thank goodness. And Dave McBill says looking great, Dave. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. So if you're wondering what this bus is behind me, goodness me, yeah, it's all over the place, and that is because that's the old one that I'm converting into an open top, and that's my my third one that we're on with recently. So we're converting that into an open top Routemaster. So, and all I've done simply is I've taken the top deck off it. I've put several bits in between it and just laid the top deck back on it again until I can do some more work to it. So I will bring you up to speed on that, but it won't be for a little while now. But I have got some news on the blue Routemaster, which I'll be bringing onto the channel very shortly. And yeah, just as a little sneak peek, we've got some black back wheels. Yeah, for the Routemaster, some black back wheels. So there we are, nice and shiny back black wheels. Yeah. Okay. So we've actually got 4 of them, and the paint's dried on them. So we're going to be putting them together, and then we're going to be working on that one again. So the blue Southend Transport Routemaster. Yeah, thought I'd forgotten about it, didn't you? But no, we haven't. It's just we've been so busy. You know what I mean? So D Harris says enjoyed that nice work. We quick stream. Yeah, thank you ever so much. Yeah, a wee quick stream, and goodness me. Dave McBill says great show tonight. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sorry about my accent, D. I'm not good at accents really. So Donald Duck maybe, but not accents. Right. Okay. So I'm going to knock this banner off. And I'm going to put just one of these banners on that says, thank you very much for all your support. Please like, share, subscribe if you already haven't done so. And yeah, I'll be back on, not tonight, not tonight for another one, but tomorrow. I'll probably be doing a couple of streams tomorrow, and I may do one during the day on Sunday. And I want to try and get this pack 4 sorted by at least Monday of next week, and then I've got lots to do on the blue Southend Transport special one for Agora. So we'll be on with that next week onwards. So, and then during the week we'll have another go at this one. And then I've got a couple of other things to show you, and we've got a couple of more Bedford trucks to go through as well on my kit reviews. So we'll look at them as well next week. Okay, so I'm going to say thank you ever so much for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, and doing all the good things that you normally do. And I'm going to say thank you very much, and hope you've enjoyed that issue 36 tonight, that stage 36 of pack 4. And D House says that a very good night to all in chat. Yeah, good night to everyone in chat. Thank you ever so much. Please, before you leave, give us a nice good thumbs up. And oh goodness me, what's going on this week then? So Saturday, tomorrow I will be doing an 8 o'clock stream, but I will be doing a during the day or tea time evening stream as well. So I'll be doing 2 streams tomorrow, so look out for it during the day. If you don't catch it during the day, that's okay. Catch it anytime you like, because it'll be on YouTube. So, and Sunday it'll be the Northern Model Builders and Crafters show. So yeah, there'll be lots of plastic going about on that show. Lots of plastic being cut up and glued and screwed and goodness knows what on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock for the Northern Model Builders and Crafters. So, and Monday, goodness me, let me try and get all this right now. So Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris will be doing building the doll's house. Tuesday it will be Crafty Chris doing her Eddie Stubbard lorry. Wednesday it will be the Arduino show with Max Mods, Horlicks and Jekyll TV. Thursday it will be the Craft and Quiz show with Yorkshire Crafter, Crafty Chris and Horlicks. Friday it could be Horlicks doing a special. Saturday it will be me again. Yeah, so I think we've gone round the block now, haven't we? Okay. Dave McBill says night day. Thank you. Okay, and it just remains for me to now to press the end button if I can find things. Brand. So, sorry that the show went south with the internet, but there's nothing I can do about the internet. And yeah, we're under difficult times at the moment, guys, aren't we? So anyway, try and forget about that and try and think about something positive. And so anyway, with that in mind, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Take care. God bless, and peace, everyone.